This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
The best of the Morning X.
99X.
The Morning X, Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy backstage at the Tabernacle with Marilyn Manson. Hello, Mr. Manson.
How you doing?
You won't be offended if I tell you I'm almost frightened. What do you, before you go on stage, do to get in? We're in a dark room with
a red light and some people sleeping on the floor and just not a lot of movement. Is this like a nightly thing or just your chill out period?
No, as soon as you guys leave, I'm going to turn the lights back on.
He did it
I'm going to smash everything.
Just to freak us out.
The siren's just to remind us that the police are going to arrest us probably during the show.
Well, actually, I guess before you got here, like one of the people was asked by the promoters, like, what are the nudity laws in Georgia on stage? Mm-hmm. And I'm guessing that you run into every city. I'm sure you've had trouble with that in the past. And
well, because a lot of times the police try and come backstage and have sex with me, and I like to get that out of the way because I'm not really attracted to guys in uniforms, really.
Right, too much metal.
Yes.
What would you say is the hardest emotion for you to express? Because you talk about you're not really an angry person, even though you might have that persona on stage.
No, I think anger is the easiest thing to express. There's always going to be something for me to hate because I don't really like too much of anything. I think, kindness is probably the hardest thing to express, but when I do, I treat the people I care about very, very well.
What's the latest thing you've grown to hate?
Radio interviews.
DJ's right. I saw that coming.
Do you hate it seriously? I mean, I could see where you could hate it.
No, I don't hate it that much. I just...
I mean, it's a pain in the ass to have to sit down with us, a bunch of radio geeks. We set up our mics, talk to us about the same old smack you've heard in every city, probably.
No, it's part of what I do.
It's good, though, for your fans to be able to hear, what you have to say on certain things, though. I mean, they can read interviews, but this way they get to hear what you have to say.
I don't think any of my fans are going to wake up this early, are they?
Oh, come on.
He does make a point. He does make an excellent point.
They might still be up.
Yeah.
Some of your
They
fans
might still be up, though.
I guarantee you they'll
They
still
might
be up.
still be up from the night before.
Do you think, like, as success comes more and more, is it harder to hate stuff? I mean, it would, like, to the outside person, say, well, a guy's so successful, how can he still harbor so much hate?
I'm not necessarily just a hateful person, and that's not the only thing that fuels me, but I think success just complicates things further, because you just have a whole new plateau of people to dislike, a whole new group of people that want to try and stop you from doing what you do. Mm-hmm. We just really want to be able to express our vision to the world and not have anybody stop us, but,
Are you a fan of Bowie? Because a lot of the stuff that you're doing now off the new record kind of reminds me of when Bowie was into his Ziggy Stardust period.
Yeah, Bowie, Alice Cooper, Kiss. Anybody who's had any bit of a grander idea of what rock and roll should be is the stuff that I listened to growing up.
You actually said, I think, in one interview that you respected what the Spice Girls do.
Well, because they approach things from a pop art point of view, which I think is something to be appreciated also.
When you grew up, were there bands that you liked that your fans would be surprised to hear you were pretty into?
No, I don't think they'd be surprised by any of it, but
I mean, people think, well, he's probably only listening to Trent and Bowie and that stuff, but...
No, it was mostly Iron Maiden and Judas Priest.
There you go, Barnes.
Although I love in your book where you say if you like Judas Priest after you find out that Rob Halford is gay, you're gay.
That's right. And actually, our new guitar player is from Rob Halford's band, too, so that's a couple strikes against us. if you want to consider being gay a bad thing, but that's not something that I was trying to say. I was just trying to point out the rules.
Sure.
So you know when you're gay.
I got a kick out of that section. That was brilliant.
We're talking to Marilyn Manson backstage at the Tabernacle. When you started this whole thing way back whenever it was, how old were you when you had this vision to do this? Or did it all just kind of accumulate?
19.
Did you see it this way when you started out the first Marilyn Manson gigs? Was it just stripped down and you were just doing the music and slowly all this other stuff started coming into it? I mean, because you're a marketing genius.
No, in fact, our first show, we didn't really have too much music at all. It was more of a performance art, and it was very lyrical, but, the music was something that developed, over the first couple of years.
Before we leave, we wanted to show you a picture that we're very proud of, inspired by you. This is a picture of the Morning X.
This is our new ad.
Very nice.
99 Express.
The beard, though. The beard doesn't... Beards and breasts.
Hey.
You can't mix together.
Are you slightly even amused by that photo?
I think that's very nice.
Marilyn...
I appreciate it.
Marilyn, would you like to take our fish quiz?
I suppose so.
It'll only take 15
It smells
seconds.
like fish in this building, and it's nauseating me. But
and it's probably
is that part of the
100-year-old
quiz?
fish if it's in this building. It's a 15-second quiz.
Okay.
And in it, you have to name as many fish as you can in 15 seconds.
The champion is Coolio, and he's held the title for a good 9 months now. Anything underwater counts, not just fish. You can think menus. Anything underwater counts.
Well, we could start with fish. Barney Miller.
All right. Well,
was a fine
Avogoda. Sure.
a fine program.
Here we go. You ready?
On your mark, get set,
Well, I thought I already started.
go.
Well, there's Abe Vigoda from Fish. There's Albert Fish, who would like to kill and eat young boys, and he ended up putting steel rods in his penis while he was in prison when they tried to electrocute. There's Fish, the singer of Marillion, an art rock band.
Three. That's a record.
There you go.
That's a record.
But there were 3 very informative fish
Yeah.
that you might not normally find.
Definitely more detailed than any other contestant.
I have an eye for detail.
Yeah, very good.
We'll let you get back to your lounge.
All right.
Marilyn Manson on the Morning X.
Thanks a lot.
You're on the best of the Morning X. If you keep listening, it might make sense. 99X.
This is a mini meditation guided by Bombas. Repeat after me. I'm comfy. I'm cozy. I have 0 blisters on my toes. And that's because I wear Bombas, the softest socks, underwear, and t-shirts that give back. 1 purchased equals 1 donated. Now go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.